One thing y'all gotta realize in 2025, man, is all these tragedies that's happening, that's because the government wanted to happen, bro. Like, first you see all the drones in the sky. Everybody talking about the drones for 3-4 weeks or probably months. Everybody talking about drones. Drones here. What's the drones? What's that in the clouds? What's this and that and that? Soon as 2025 hit, now 10 planes then crashed in a week. Like, something going on, bro. There ain't no mistakes, man. This is purposely happening. Like, even the wildfires, the fires, all that is purposely happening, bro. But we about to get into this video, man. And I ain't got to ask y'all to like, comment, subscribe, because the realest gonna do it already. Let's get it.
Well, take a look. More scary moments for airline passengers. This is a United Airlines plane that caught fire while taking off over the weekend in Houston. NBC's Priscilla Thompson has the latest there.
You can't take that. You have to leave it right here.
Harrowing moments in Houston when a United Airlines flight caught fire just before takeoff.
Please get us on.
This video, a passenger shot showing flames coming out of the aircraft's wing.
Why is fire coming out the wing of the
New York-bound
plane?
passengers appearing frantic as flight attendants urged calm.
Please remain seated until further.
First responders racing to the scene.
Precaution right now, request fire truck.
United Airlines says that during takeoff, United Flight 1382 received an indication about one engine and halted the takeoff.
Which engine was it? There's engine 2 is our indications, right engine.
More than 100 passengers and 5 crew members were on board, United Airlines says, including Daria Amai Shelton.
You know, we had a big popping sound that was loud enough to startle me out of my sleep. And then the plane actually jolted to a stop.
Like, what's the chances, like, in 2025, what's the chances, bro? All of a sudden, all these planes having problems and, like, come on, bro. Something going on, man. Y'all gotta open your eyes. Something going on.
She and fellow passengers seen here sliding to safety.
Seeing the smoke off the wing was really scary. And then seeing the intensity of everyone just trying to get off the plane orderly was a lot.
Passengers left waiting on the runway with the plane before officials say they were bused back to the terminal. The FAA says they will investigate those United Airlines passengers finally in the air after an early morning takeoff scare.
Well, it's situations like that and the tragedies in Philly and D.C. that have many travelers on edge.
But as travelers' concerns rise over flying due to the recent tragedies, one American Airlines pilot took a moment to share some words of encouragement with his passengers. Take a listen.
Maybe fearful about flying, and that's certainly understandable, but just please know that my first officer and our flight attendants and myself place your safety and the responsibility of carrying you to Miami, to your families, your vacations, your needs, at the highest level. I have no higher calling than carefully and professionally transporting you today. So with that, relax and enjoy the beautiful evening that we get to fly in. We'll get
I don't want to hear that.
It's really touching because the pilot's speaking to the concerns that he knows that those people probably have sitting on that plane. By the way, that was American Airlines flight 1044, which was headed for Miami on Thursday, just a day after the American Airlines plane collided with that helicopter in D.C. I think we just listed off several instances of planes and mishaps. It still goes back to it is by far.
Yo, what y'all think going on, bro? Like,
there is
give me y'all best
and
opinion on what's going on.
Since there had been a plane crash, domestic plane crash with a carrier here in the U.S.
I want to give some perspective here. I've covered many instances and stories of plane crashes, small plane crashes. These are things that happen actually pretty often. Typically, we don't hear about what we've seen recently, which is large numbers of people passing away in these crashes. But whether it be small plane crashes or, our larger commercial flights, there are so many efforts underway to make sure that those flights stay safe, to make sure, to Ben's point, that it remains one of the safest forms of transportation transportation because you are being carried through the air with an expectation of making it to your home safely. So I'm sure those efforts are going to be continuing to just continue to move that needle and make sure everyone stays safe on that very critical mode of transportation.
Like, you had a plane crash in Philly right on the street. Like, when did you ever hear about that? I'm starting to think these little planes that's crashing, like the one that crashed in Philly, I'm starting to think it wasn't even nobody in it. I think they got technology where that plane could operate without nobody in it, for real. I might sound crazy, but I believe that. And they just crashing them like crash dummies. But tell me what y'all think, man. This getting out of hand.